dua. Wih, kamera dua. Bisa dengar nggak? Kamera dua. Kamera satu santai, jangan goyang. Kamera dua, kamera dua. Mantap. Kamera dua, kamera dua, kamera dua. Kita jamin kamera dua.
Well, here we are back at the beautiful Udiana Cricket Ground, ready for the commencement of play of the International Under-19 game, Singapore versus Indonesia. Singapore won the toss and for the first time in the tournament have actually decided to have a bat. They're out in the middle. We have the umpires, the two brothers, Yusuf and Sonny, officiating in the game. And we're just about ready for play. I'll have a quick look to see who our opening bats are. Kuma and Ada. Ada batted quite well yesterday in the game. We did have an interruption because of the rain and we had to stop the broadcast due to safety issues with the cameras and electrical equipment, unfortunately. But we've got a nice sunny day here, very humid, heavy dew on the ground, took a little bit of drying this morning, but we're ready for a commencement of play. Coming into bowl now from the Bull's Head Steakhouse end. And it's come off either off her foot or off the bottom of the back and dribbled straight back onto the stumps. And a first ball duck, unfortunately. Beautiful start from Indonesia. Certainly not what Singapore wanted. A little bit unlucky there. Just watching the replay. Oh yeah, inside edge, back onto the pad and back onto the stumps. What's the bowler's name, Daniel? Wesika, the Indonesian captain, of course, opening the bowling from that Bull's Head Steakhouse end. Lovely ball, pitched right up on the spot. First ball. Nice to find her line and length straight away. New batter making her way out to the crease now. And the new batter is Devika. Devika is also the team manager for the women's team. As we mentioned yesterday, yet to qualify for sanctioned international games. She has got 3 months to go to become recognised as a Singapore resident. Wesika comes into bowl. Wide to the off stump this time, called a wide by umpire Sonny. Back at her bowling mark, and she comes now, pumping that right arm as she comes running in. Well pitched up, just kept out by Devita there. Another very nice ball bowled by Wesika. She leads from the front, Wesika. She's always on the ball. Very aggressive opening bowler. Doesn't give the batter much of a chance to settle in. Here she comes in now. Oh, a little bit short of there and it just flicked out through mid-wicket. Bit of a chase here. They've gone for one. They're back for two as the fielder picks it up. And a nice throw into the keeper and actually hits the stumps on the full there. Lovely throw. Well, they actually deflected off Devita onto the stumps. They got back for 2 runs. So the Singaporean team off to a start now. 2 on the board. We're losing that first wicket. Sets them back. They'll have to just consolidate here. Punch down the ground this time to mid-on, and they get through for a single. Good running by the Singaporean girls there. Called early. We have Ida on strike now. Wesika comes into bowl. Well, that's down the leg side, then short and down the leg side. Called a wide by the umpire. Girls do struggle with the lines a little bit in these games. They haven't played a lot of cricket. Wesika comes in now. Pitched right up there. Hit across the line there to a wide mid-on, but no runs. Wesker moving in. Pitched right up again, all hit across the line. That's through the keeper, through everything there. The buys have gone for one, they're back for two. No, off the pad then. Leg by called. It's been a bit harsh on the wicket keeper. It must have deflected slightly off the pad. A little bit unlucky Wesker there because it did go straight through her. Can't have been too far away from the stumps. So that's her first over. Nice over there. Picked up the 1 wicket with her first ball. Now coming on from the top deck nightclub end, we have Desi bowling right arm over, and she moves now. Pitched up again nicely, a little bit uppish there, hit through mid-off, but pierced the field. They've gone for one, and that's all they'll get where it's retrieved. 3/4 away the boundary though. A nice shot. The ground, due to the dew again, it is going to be slow. We do have such heavy dews here this time of the year. Will we get the score up on the board, Daniel? Will we get some scores and that up here, please? Oh, that's short of a length, and she tried to hoik it across the to the leg side, but made no contact. Beat the keeper, and there's a bye. No, leg by again. 1 to the score. Yesterday's game was had to be adjusted due to the stoppages for rain. Ended up a 10-game innings, and in that 10 overs, I come out and threw the bat at the ball a little bit there. I'm not sure what she ended up total because we stopped commentating the game due to the weather, and but she did spank the bowlers around a little bit. I think they were chasing 93 off 10 overs in the end and end up 41 early on. Oh, and there's a catch, a nice catch taken a point. It was skied, just sliced off the face of the bat there, and quite a comfortable catch at point. So Singapore lose their second wicket, just in the second over here. So I'm sure they're keen to get through the power play without losing too many wickets. The second over, 2 wickets down. So that's the end of Davika there. Still having a little bit of technical trouble getting the score up on the screen. I think it might be Jocelyn coming into bat now. Let's just wait until we can pick up the number clearly. One of the sisters. Ola moves in now. A little bit short of the length. She gets back on the back foot, but beats the outside edge through to the keeper. Yeah, the batter here is Jocelyn Puranakaran. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Bowler's in there. Again, she pushes her back onto her stumps and could just push it away into an extra cover fielder there, and no score. That's the end of Desi's first over, tidy over, with the one wicket caught at point. So the Indonesians off to a good start here. Two batters back in the shed already after just 2 overs. Ada to take strike now. Wessica coming in from the Bull's Head Steakhouse end, steaming in, or pitches it right up. But she's lofted that down the ground and mid-off. Only the single, a bit uppish there, but wide of the closer infielder. So Jocelyn to take strike now. Wessica just moving in now. She's got a lovely run up. Pumps that right arm as she's running in. That one's wide outside the off stump and called a wide by umpire Sonny. So we have the score up on the screen now. After 2.1 overs, Singapore 2 for 11 as Wessica comes into bowl now. Oh, that was a good length ball. Jocelyn, though, tried to get on the back foot. Too full to get on the back foot there, and beats the outside edge of the bat and through to the keeper. And no addition to the scoreboard. One thing I do notice with the Singaporean ladies, the length that they're trying to play, maybe the different type of wickets they play on, they're playing back to very full pitch balls. Wessica moves in again. Outside the off stump, let go then, but she was still just pushing back onto that back foot. I'd like to see them come forward a lot more often. A lot of these back foot shots have resulted in their batters being bowled. The ball's been too full to go back to. Again, maybe the different type of wickets. Wessica comes in the bowl a little bit shorter there, hit on the body, looking for a single, but it's not on as a fielder comes in there from the gully, picks it up. Taking a few deep breaths there, they might have heard of that one. He's just flexing the arm. She's ready again now with Wessica coming in. Pitched right up and again beaten outside that off stump with her trapped on the crease. The bat has beaten the ball has beaten the bat quite a lot in these games, but I can only recall one real edge going to hand. There's a good catch taken by the keeper in that case. There's one drop catch, but besides that, the bat being beaten so often, very few edges. Wessica coming into bowl again now. Well, that one is punched back down past the bowler, down the mid-on, but well cut off. And no runs resulting. So that's the end of the over. Wessica has 1 for 7 of her 2 overs. Is there a reason it doesn't show the wickets on the bowlers? It just shows overs, maidens, runs. Is there any way we can get wickets on there? we're giving their bowling because we really need to have their wickets showing. Both these girls have picked up one wicket. Doesn't allow for it. Okay. I need a scorer sitting beside me, I think. Desi's ready then at the top of her mark. Comes in the bowl to Oda. Outside the off stump, let go through to the keeper. With 2 wickets down, they need to be a little bit careful here, Singapore. They have lost wickets in clusters. They need to consolidate. Sorry, Desi comes in the bowl again. Oh, I just go for a big swing outside, on the pads there. Didn't get bat on ball, but certainly got enough pad for it to run down to a very fine leg. Chase back there and they pick up a single. Very hard to play that sort of shot from that end because of the inconsistent bounce you get at that end. She's coming in from the top deck nightclub end. Bowls now. Pitched right up, but wide of the off stump and allowed to pass through to the keeper by the batter. Michael, come and sit down. Come and sit down and have a word. There she comes into bowl now. Oh, pitch like that. It's a big bounce. That normally would have taken almost off stump there, but climbed quite high over the top of the stumps through to the keeper. Lovely ball. Oh, yeah, just left a little bit off the seam, pitched on off stump and went up over the top on a full length. A bit unlucky there with that bounce. There she comes into bowl again now. Oh, bat rocks back and just out of reach of the cover point fielder. They'll pick up a single. Good attempt for the catch there. She dived to full strength with her right hand, but just out of her reach. Good to see the girls really make every effort for these catches. They're not holding back in any way. In the field here we have a cover, we have a short point, an extra cover and a cover. And that one between the two fielders. Oh, big swing taken there from Aya. She does love to play across the line, trying to hit it to the leg side, but beats the bat on the occasion. So after 4 overs, Singapore at 2 for 13. We have a change of bowler now. Coming on from the Bull's Head Steakhouse end, we have Putri Kantika. She'll be bowling right arm over. It looks like she's just lining up to bowl off spin there, I think. Having a look at her field, making sure she's happy. Got a deep forward square leg. Is the only one in the mid off is 3/4 of the way to the fence. And she comes to bowl. Outside off stump, let go through to the keeper. Just having a bit of a look at her here. Is Jocelyn. Hopefully we can get through the 2 games today. There is scattered thunderstorms forecast. As she pitches that ball up and pushed down to mid-on, straight to the field and no runs. Yes, the storm yesterday wasn't really that welcome. It did change the situation of the game. The boys were very quick getting the covers on. They took them off and it came back again, so they went back on. Not too much damage, not too much water on the ground. Comes in the bowl now, it's a bit shorter, and she's punched up through mid-off, a wide mid-off. But they haven't gone for the single. There was a fielder coming across from cover that couldn't get there, but it just put the doubt in the batter's head, and they decided on the cautious side not to go with the single. They have had a few run-outs in the game, so we'll be cautious here today. Comes in the bowl now, pitched up, punched through the covers that time, wide of the field, a nice shot. Mid-off is running around there, picks it up, and they get through for 2 runs. There's a nice shot off the back foot then. Nice back foot drive. We'll have to talk to the Singapore coach and just get an idea of their wickets, because most of their play they do try to get back and play through off their back foot. That's their strength. Indonesia, they're pitching the ball up on most occasions. There it's pitched up, but she goes back and can't get any power in the shot, and it just dribbles away on the leg side for no runs. She comes into bowl now. All pitched up again, and off that back foot she skies that one a little bit, just short of the fielder at, I think that's Wessiker in the covers. It is the risk when you're playing those full pitch balls off the back foot. Your balance isn't quite there. And causing too much bottom hand in that one, and a little bit lucky not to push it all the way to the fielder. That's the end of the over there. Cantique just 2 off the over. Nice tidy over for her first for the day. And coming on from the top deck nightclub end, we will have Kadek Ariani for her first over. Just off a few pace run up, comes in, off spin, outside the off stump, let go through to the keeper. At the end of 5 overs, Singapore 2 for 15. All she comes in, and there she tries a big slog sweep, misses everything through to the keeper. I'd like to see her get down a little bit on that knee when she's playing that shot. Comes in the bowl now. There's the shot out to deep mid wicket. Oh, it gets past the fielder. She does misjudge it a little bit, but they only get the single. She recovered quickly. Yeah, a bit of a stand-up slog sweep there from Ida. I'd like to see her get down on the knee better than that, and she could control it a lot better. Kadek bowls that's down the leg side and called a wide by the umpire. Umpire Yusuf at this top deck nightclub end. That comes in the bowl. All pitched up on the leg stump, or just outside the leg stump there, called a wide. She tried to flick it behind square but failed to make contact. But that's 1 extra to the score. They move along to 17 now. And that comes in the bowl. All wide outside the off stump there. Called a wide by umpire Yusuf. And there comes in the bowl. Pitched up a little bit better there, and that's a drop catch at point. That was chance of a run out, but they weren't quite anticipating that. But again, she had a full pitch ball. She tried to play it off the back foot and just managed to scoop it to a point, pretty much on the circle, I think there, but failed to grasp it. Down to her left, low to her left, and she survived. It's in the bowl now, and that's called a wide outside the off stump by the umpire. Watching the girls warm up before the game, their catching was quite good. Ground fielding very good. Oh, another wide. She just lost the radar here at the moment. Thanks very much to the young guys from the Bali Cricket that ran around with dragging a hose around the ground just to wipe the dew off the ground this morning, just to try and get it ready for the girls to start on time. I think we had about a 5-minute delay was all. So great job from the boys. It's a tactic we have to use here quite a lot, dragging a rope or a hose around the ground just to knock the dew off the surface of the grass. Helps it to dry out much quicker. Quite sunny now, but there's no real breeze to speak of, or very little. Full pitch ball there, outside the off stump, through to the keeper. End of that, the 6th over. And Singapore have moved along to 2 for 22. Ariani there, 7 off the over. Yeah, at the end of the 6th over there. That's it, 6? Yeah. Okay, ready now. Comes in from the Bull's Head Steakhouse and pitched up and punched down to mid-off, but no runs. We still have Putri coming in from from the Bull's Head Steakhouse end. Just making a slight adjustment to the field here, pushing a fielder back to a wide, short backward square leg. She comes in the bowl. Well, it punched through into the covers, but well fielded. So after the power play, they have only got 2 people in the deep. Oh, off the back foot again this time. Oh, there's a run-out chance here, and she'd backed up too far there. That's Aya backing up a bit too far, sent back by the batter at the striker's end, and failed to regain her ground, and a nice run out there. Or looking to replay the Jocelyn started to come down. Ada went with her, but come down too far before she was sent back and couldn't regain her ground. Jocelyn now is joined in the middle. I'm just waiting to pick up who that is there. That would be her sister. No, sorry. Kamal Araja joins her in the middle. Oh, that's lofted, and that's a catch taken. The same one trapped on the crease, trying to punch forward, but finding it off the outside edge of the bat and caught at point. So they move to 4 wickets down now. Spot of bother here. Comfortable catch taken there by Radner. It is that problem with being trapped on the crease or playing back to full pitch balls. They need to get that stride down the track, cover the line of the ball. I'm sure it's something that the coach will be working on with them. Had a lot of conversations with their coach. He's a very, very knowledgeable man. So out here we have Ria, one of the twins out here now. Ria with Kamal. Kamal Raja comes in the bowl now. Oh, that one tries to sweep, but it's a stand-up sweep. Difficult to play. Quite a tall girl. Poetry comes in the bowl now. Well, she starts to walk down the wicket out of there and she hoiks it there out to cow corner. Nice shot, and that's the first four of the day. Nice shot, very safe shot. No one out there. She was happy to just start to leave the crease as the bowler was releasing the ball. Got it on the half volley and hoiked it high over the top of mid-wicket out to the boundary. Much more positive batting there. Showing some real intent. Okay, that's the end of the over. So after 7 overs, 4 for 26, if the scoreboard can be trusted here. So we have Cadets coming in the bowl now from the top deck nightclub end. Fielder, the batter's just adjusting her gloves. She's ready now, I think. Comes in the bowl. Well, just short of a length. She pushes back and punches out into the to point region, straight to the fielder though for no score. Cadet comes in the bowl. That's short that time, but hit just back down the wicket, and she retrieves it on her follow through. Comes in the bowl. A little bit shorter. She goes back, but beats the outside edge, just slashing at that one. Keeper's doing quite a good job here. Nice and tidy behind the stumps. Lots of talk out there from Indonesian girls. They're on top of their game at the moment. They know that. Comes in the bowl. Off the back foot again. Punches back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Comes in the bowl. Just short of a length, and again just prodded away to point this time. Bowling now. Outside the off stump and let go through to the keeper this time. And that's the over. That's a tidy over. Score at 4 for 26. So that was a maiden there. Nice from Ariani. It is a little bit hard with the names sometimes here. Some of the girls use their first name, or some use their last name, others with nicknames. It can be a little bit confusing, and particularly when you're around them a little bit. Different friends of theirs call them by a different name. Richard comes into bowl now. I think she actually calls it Katika. Kantika. Kantika. They have numbers on their shirts, but the names are a little bit small to pick up. Kantika comes in the bowl now. Was a full toss, and that's hit back down the ground. Almost a catch, right at ground level. And she's sent back. Coming in from from mid-on there, she just couldn't quite get her hands underneath it, I don't think. They did get through for the single there. Ria is on 5 of 4 balls. Kamal Raja yet to score. Oh, she lofts it all down the ground to mid, wide mid off, running in. She got her hands to it just on the end of the fingers, I think, and failed to grasp it. Single there. I think we have to put that one down as a drop catch. Good effort. She's come around about 20 metres. It hung in the air for a little while. Ria on strike now. Just pushes it down the track, down to mid-on. So correction on the score there. A little bit slow keeping up with it. Singapore 4 for 28. Well, there's a full toss. She's hit it over mid-wicket. Only just mistimed that a little bit. High on the bat. And the deep mid-wicket comes in. And they'll get just the single. She threw the kitchen sink at that one, but very high on the bat. And just managed to lob it up over the top of the shorter of the 2 mid-wickets. Oh, and that's gone straight through a full-length ball. She's played back to and removed the off stump there. Good bowling, but it's the same issue again, playing back to full-pitch bowling. Not quite short enough to get back to that. It did come off the seam a little bit there. A little bit of movement. Singapore in trouble here now at 5 for 29 off 9 overs. That was the end of the over. That was the end of Kamar Raja. Incoming batter now. Just wait till she turns around and we have... Bit hard to see. She wants to face me here. Ariani from the top deck nightclub end comes in the bowl. Oh, stumping chance there, given not out by umpire Sonny. I don't know whether Ria had actually moved her back foot. Oh, it's up in the air. Oh, maybe she had gone upstairs. Very, very close. I think the benefit of the doubt going to the batter there, but it was close. I think he should have gone upstairs, yeah. I'll have a talk to him about that one. He called for an upstairs for the third umpire yesterday, which we certainly don't have here. I didn't call for it that time. Oh, that's taken on the pads. Appeal for LBW, given not out by the umpire there. Well, that's lofted over mid-off, wide mid-off. Come around to pick it up and just the single. I think we have a new inclusion to the team today. Sahana Tyre, is it? Taking strike now. Oh, and she's lofted that. Oh, and a brilliant catch at a wide gully. Beautiful catch, low to the ground in one hand. Wow, we don't see that too often. That's an excellent catch. The batter there was Sahana Aya, and hasn't troubled the scorers at all there, but beautiful catch. Shorter ball. She tried to punch it through point. Got a little bit fine, and the gully fielder could just get a hand to it. Low to the ground. Very well caught that. Just watching it on replay. Would have almost been. No. Off spin. Coming back at her. Oh, very good catch. Diving from the gully. And they are certainly happy. They're celebrating hard after that catch. I think they're going to have a drink break now. Drinks coming onto the ground. Get the score up there, please, guys. I need the score at the end of the drink, at the start of the drinks break. I need the score on here.
Well, we can't put it here on there because the different web views and for give you the score.
Dan, you sort it out, will you? You're the expert.
Well, let's talk to Harvey.
Talk to Harvey, okay. We blame Harvey for everything else. May as well blame him for this. Okay, the umpires are back out in their positions now. Batters and the Indonesian fielders are just making their way back into their positions. Certainly well on top here at the halfway mark of the Singaporean innings. Kadek Ariani to continue from the top deck nightclub end. Ready to go now. In she comes. In around behind square will be the miscommunication. The non-striker sent back there. But she got back, gained her ground in time. Comes in the bowl now. Oh, and that's hit out to a wide mid-on. Fielded well. Well backed up behind the stumps there, and they went through for a single. So that is Devi. No, sorry. Chattarani there. Off the mark. Singapore at 6:30. It was an early drinks break due to the fall of the wicket in the 10th over. I think that's happened in just about every game so far. Wickets fall in that 10th over, so they do take an early drinks break. Yeah, it's Chatterini now to take strike. Ariani from the Bull's Head Steakhouse end. Oh, bowls nicely there. Oh, we have a change of bowler there. Number 6, Devi. Change of bowler, guys. New bowler. Oh, false start there. She'll get back to her mark again. Chatterani ready to take strike now. Devi comes into bowl. Oh, that's nicely pitched up, and that's all another one in the air. Oh, try for a run out there, but the keeper, I think she bobbled it around a little bit and it lost the control of the ball and knocked the stumps over with her gloves. So not out. It's a single there. Chatterani. But it's another shot that's played uppishly into the slips gully point area. I think when they study their batting at the hotel, they will see that the footwork, the need to get forward, is very, very crucial. Bowled then again by Devi, and just patted down into the pitch by Chatterini. No, sorry, that was Rhea. Rhea ready to face now. Bowls or down the leg side. Called a wide by the umpire, very close to the hip, but still wide enough to be called a wide by the umpire. Very square stance, very open. Comes in the bowl now. Oh, right up in the block hole there. Pushed out. Down the ground for no runs. There comes in the bowl. Yeah, look at the replay there. Well bowled. Right up in the block hole. Comes in the bowl now. Well, there's a full toss. Hit out over mid wicket. They've gone for one. No, that's all they're going to get. Send back. Oh, lovely throw. Direct hit at the stumps from side on then. The fielding really has been excellent from both teams in all games. The stumps have been knocked down that many times. The umpires had a lot of work to do. Fixing up the castle. A little bit lucky to get away with that ball and could have easily been called a high full toss. No ball. Touch and go, I think. Comes in the bowl now. It's short and that's hooked over the top of mid-wicket. That's a nice shot. Forward of square leg for 4 runs. Lovely shot there. That is the time to rock back onto the back foot. Well controlled. And all the fielder could do is jog back and pick it up from the other side of the rope. Much better intent there from the Singaporean girl. Singapore have moved along to 6 for 38. Deck bowling now, top deck nightclub end. First ball just pushed away for no run. ball was a little bit shorter then, all kept low. Well kept out by the batter then. Did not bounce much at all. Difficult end to bat that end. Bowls now a little bit short of a length. Off the front foot she tries to hit across the line, but only manages to hit it to a short mid-wicket. Roundie now comes into bowl. Oh, she hits across the line then again to the same place for the same result. No addition to the scorebook. So at this rate, our projected score showing on the screen here is 66. We've got a strike rate at the moment of 3.3. Oh, a little bit short. She plays back to that one, but beaten outside the outside edge. Keeper took the bails off, but I think her back foot was comfortably in. Ariani comes into bowl now. Oh, that's a nice shot. Oh, no. Oh, hit out to deep mid-wicket and catch wasn't taken out there. She didn't have to move a long way, but she got to it. It was down around knee height. Not the easiest to take, but certainly a chance goes begging there. From here, when she hit the ball, I thought that's 4 all the way, but there is a fielder out on the deep mid-wicket boundary there. So I think your friend won there, Ratner. So I think we have Debbie to come on from the Bull's Head Steakhouse end again to bowl her second over. Just adjusting the field, pushing the square leg back on the fence. Mid-off is just outside the circle, I think, and everyone else pretty much in a ring on the circle itself. And Debbie moves in now. Oh, hit back down the ground quite firmly there. A bit too firm to get a single out of it. Hit the mid-on and no run. Chaturani looking to free up her arms a little bit now, I think. Feeling more confident. Bowler comes in. Oh, she's had a bit of a swipe at that one. Gone through for the single. It's gone to a wideish mid-on. He got home comfortably. Well run. That brings Rhea to the striker's end now. Rhea has got to double figures now, 10 off her 18 balls faced. Chaturani 7 off 7, going at 100%. There he comes into bowl, pitches up and straight through and takes that off peg right out. Lovely ball, again playing back to a full pitch ball and beaten on the off stump. Well bowled, very good bowling by Debbie there. That's the spot to bowl and pitch the ball up around that off peg. Trap them on the crease. Something the coach really will have to work on there. It is their decision making on whether to play back or forward. But Rhea, nice little innings there. Made 10. So incoming batter makes her way out there now. Little chat with Chaturina. I think this is Johanna. Yeah, this is Johanna out in the middle now, ready to take strike to Devi. Devi coming into bowl. Or pitched, right on the pads there, just outside. She just got up on the toes so it didn't hit her, and ended up wide of the leg stump and called her wide by the umpire. Umpire Sonny, did a good job. All the umpires so far in this tournament have been very, very good. The one thing we don't like is clangers, and everything's been, reasonable calls there. That's down the leg side again. We're in my position here. I can't actually see the umpire at the bowler's end. He's got his brother standing right in my line of sight. There he comes in the bowl now. Oh, and straight through another one, playing on the back foot to a full pitch ball. Beaton all ends up and takes the off stump out of the ground there. Well, rocked right back. Another nice wicket. But it is a bit of a failure here, and as I say, maybe due to the wickets they play on, they tend to get onto that back foot and they find themselves in trouble with that full pitch ball. A nice wicket from Devi there. There, that's certainly drivable length. And inside edge that time, back onto the off stump. I'd like to see them coming down and driving at that. If they can't quite get to the pitch of it, sure, play with a dead bat. But the aim must be to get down on that front foot. Okay, so the incoming batter here is trying to pick it up. Oh, the bowler coming in now. All bowls and just pushed out. There's very little foot movement there. It looks like number 94, which I haven't got on my team sheet here. Dhawani Prakash, I'm told. Okay, that's the end of the over. Singapore 8 for 42. Okay, we have a change of bowler here. Hit out into the covers there for a single. The 16 Made. What's Made's name? Daniel. What's Made's name? Bella. Sorry, bowler's name. Bowler. Sorry. Yeah, we have a nickname here, Talia. Talia there. Oh, again, trapped on the crease. Tried to hit it to the leg side, but too full for that. Talia bowling from the top deck nightclub end. Coming for a third ball. Pitched up nicely, or played on the back foot again. But this time just dribbling down into the slips cordon, but no runs scored. Bowls again, they're down the leg side this time. Called a wide by the umpire. Comes in the bowl, Talia now again. Well, that time just miss-hit to a very short mid-wicket there. And no run resulting. Pleased to have joined me here the General Manager of Cricket Indonesia, Mr. Afi, the great man.
Good morning, everyone.
He's enjoying his time here with his lovely wife. His evenings are free, of course, here in Bali, and I'm sure he's enjoying some of the local nightlife and cuisine.
Yep. I'm here in Bali.
Oh, well bowled. That's squeezed out behind point, a wide gully, chased back, and they'll get through for the single. That's Devi bowling from the Bull's Head Steakhouse end. That's a good ball. She had to squeeze that out and played in the air, but through the vacant slipped cordon there. Comes in the bowl. Oh, that was trapped on the crease again. There's definitely a lack of foot movement there. Just pushes it out to a backward point for no run. Or pitch right up there outside the off stump, playing a miss from the batter and through to the keeper. Very, very tidy bowling. Singapore have moved along to 8 for 45. Devi coming into bowl, Bull's Head Steakhouse end. A bit short of that time and punched into the covers, but straight to the fielder. So, did you partake last night at all, Afi, or you have a quiet night?
We had... Oh, we changed in the hotels last night.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
We had dinner at Kilo Lounge, Kilo Restaurant down in Seminyak.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Interesting Asian fusion there.
Lot of good restaurants in the Seminyak, Petitangat area. Devi comes in the bowl, outside the off stump, swing and a miss through to the keeper.
What did you do last night, Nico? Did you have anything fun?
Well, I actually had a young fellow that has helped me a lot here at the cricket ground. His father is a sports teacher, international schools, and him and his girlfriend and son come around for a couple of quiet drinks last night. I'll be honest and say I was a bit tired, so a very quiet night for me.
So Nico here has quite an amazing villa up in Uluwatu. So with a spectacle view.
Unfortunately, didn't get to sit outside. We had a bit of a shower come through last night. We were outside, but then had to move inside. Unfortunately, but didn't do too much damage. The little bit of rain we had early enough that it had a chance to dry out overnight. But yeah, I do enjoy sitting outside. Don't go out a lot, sit outside, enjoy the view that I have of a good part of Bali.
Change of bowlers in from top deck nightclub and Talia. She's bowled in over 2 runs before. It's the second over so far. She'll bowl to Chaturani, I believe.
Chaturani will hit in the air, but into the gap that time. Mid-wicket comes in. Oh, powerful throw there. Backed up well by the Indonesian captain. Oesika. So we're into the, I think it's the 16th over now. Oh, outside the off stump, through to the keeper. The projected score now is at 60, going to 3 and over, off 15. Pitches up and she lobs that one straight up in the air, and the keeper comes around and takes a comfortable catch. So that's the fall of the 9th wicket now for Singapore. Again, trapped on the crease and just trying to play a flat bat or cross bat shot to it. Only managed to get a top edge up in the air, and the keeper come around comfortably with no trouble at all there, and takes quite a simple catch.
That's the first wicket for Talia there.
Girls love to celebrate a wicket, that's for sure. Very, very vocal, the girls, when they're batting. If you're in around their tent here, their marquee, they're always singing and dancing, calling out encouragement. Yep. And it's infectious with them. They play in that same vein.
Yeah, they're a fun group of people to be around.
Some lovely girl, young women, I should say.
Can't wait to get them into India and have a lot of fun.
Whereabouts in India are you going for this camp?
We're going to Bangalore.
Going to Bangalore, okay.
Having this sports school that will host us, so they'll live in dormitory.
Oh, and that is
for Singapore Select Women's 11.
That was
well bowled by Talia.
Talia, yeah. Pitched right up again. That was straight through her. Clean bowled. So that's the end of the innings there.
See the replay here. Talia bowling the last wicket.
She gives her plenty of flight. She tries to come down the wicket that time, but missed the ball and rocked back the leg stump. And Talia does a lovely little dance and a chainsaw start. A bit of a Brett Lee style there. Big on the celebrations. So that's a
Singapore here finished with 47 runs.
Yeah, that's a great performance by the Indonesian girls. Singapore all out for 47, halfway through the 16th over. So they go in there, and the Singaporean girls regroup, ready to come out and do some damage with the ball. And the Indonesian girls.
Indonesia will have to chase 48 runs to win this game.
Not a big total to chase. Where did chase come from there? To chase, and we'll be back with you very shortly for the Indonesian innings as the umpires make their way off the ground now. Okay, so we're nearly ready here at Indiana Cricket Ground for the commencement of the Indonesian innings in this T20 match. Under 16s, under 16
Under
ladies,
19s.
sorry, under
Under
19
19s.
ladies. I was just talking about under 16 football. Yeah, sorry. And we have
I think we have
Davina, I
here.
think it is, to open the bowling from the top deck nightclub end, and open the batting for Indonesia. We have
Number 8,
which is
Ariani.
Ariani, but her nickname is, that's true. Is that Buys? I think it might have been Buys there, through the keeper, and that's gone all the way to the fence.
That's a 4.
All the way to the boundary.
I think you're going to give it a 4. It is a 4.
4 Buys, was it? Or did she get an edge to that? I missed the signal. I'll just wait to see if we see a replay here.
See if you can get any replay here.
Now, Ariani's, what's her name? Oh, that moved off the seam a little bit and, deflected off the keeper. Moved off the seam quite nicely. It pitched on off, leaving the batter. So Ariani opened the batting, standing at the Bull's Head Steakhouse and the non-striker, just trying to pick it up now.
I think it should be Ayu Kurnia, number 9.
Davina comes in the bowl now. Well, it's a full toss. Hit through mid-wicket. A little misfield there, but no damage done and no run. What number did you say?
Number 9, I think it's
At the non-strikers end, we have Ayu.
Ayu Kurnia. Kurnia.
Ready now. Davina comes into bowl. Measured run up. A little short of a length. And she gets a bit of bat on that into the slips cordon. Fielded, but they get around for 1 single.
That's 36 runs completed by Indonesia.
Sonny just had to fix up the stumps there. Moving back into his position, umpire Sony. Davina comes into bowl from the top deck nightclub end. Bowls wide of the stumps there, not called by the umpire. There's a fair ball. It goes down as a dot ball. Sure, Indonesia would like to be wrapping this game up early. Only chasing 47 runs.
Yeah, Singapore really needs to have a tight bowling here.
Yeah, that's down the leg side.
They couldn't have.
Oh, and it's
shouldn't have too many fielding mistakes or bowling mistakes.
They got through for the 1 run, so that's 2 to the score in wides. We're teaching them that cheating is the way you get through. I don't think there's any game at all. And particularly when you've got up there, mate, a talk that comes through the ICC about, if you see something, say something. I really want something to be said to these guys. Now, it's too late to change it, but it's just not acceptable. Now, I don't believe money was involved, but it doesn't matter what's involved. If you're not playing to win, you're throwing the game, it's called cheating. No bowls there. Down the leg side, but I think there might have been a little bit of pad on that. And a very good morning to Gopal, our umpire. You the reserve umpire today, mate?
He's the match referee today.
Oh, you're umpiring the next game.
I'm match referee today.
Oh, match referee today. Okay, so Prakash is having a day off today.
Yeah.
He's here now with very happy national coach of Indonesia. We heard from him yesterday. Bit of insight into what's going on here in Indonesian cricket. Ewan, welcome for today. Oh, played across the line there and wrapped on the pad, given out LBW by the umpire. So that's the end of Ariani. Early wicket for Singapore here. This will lift their spirits for sure.
Yeah, that's what you need.
1 for 10.
See the replay here.
Yeah, very straight, hit straight across the line. Again, that was a failure of the Singapore girls. Pitched up, you can't be playing across the line like that. That's a ball you've got to come down, plant that front foot and hit through the line. Something to learn there.
That's how you should bowl, just straight in line.
You miss, I hit.
Correct.
In this cricket, not a lot of catches, not a lot of edges through the slips. Generally don't have a slips cordon, might have a gully. So it really is up to the bowler to be bowling at the stumps, forcing the mistake.
Oh, sorry, new batters coming here. I think it's the captain, Wasika, number 11.
So that was the end of the over.
Yeah.
And so Ariani to take strike. The bowler here, I think it's one of the twins here.
It's number 8.
No, that's Davini. Davini Ramesh.
Yep, the video.
Coming in from the Bull's Head Steakhouse end. Just a nice little run up, but a bit of a flurry right at the end. Arms going hard. Pitches it right up there, pushed into the covers. Little misfield, but no damage done. And another dot ball. Nice start here.
Yep, very much better start here from Davini.
Davini. She has bowled quite well. In the previous games. It was in the bowl now. It's a bit shorter though that time down the leg side. Called a wide by umpire Sony. Keeper managed to get across there and only the one wide. Starting to get a little bit of cloud drifting over here now, Uffy. Hopefully we don't have the same issue we had yesterday, although there is scattered thunderstorms predicted by the Bureau. Comes in the bowl now, a little bit short. Tries to play off the back foot, but fails to make contact and through to the keeper.
It's the thing in Bali, scattered thunderstorms. You never know where the scattered is.
Scattered means a lot of things. It was quite a big one yesterday. There's the cloud come across almost, see it come across from Seminyak area, and we got very little of it as it passed over us. It seemed to break up a little bit, but then went out to the south and come back again. And that's where the boys had just taken the covers off, and next thing back she came, and they had to get the covers back on very quickly. But they did a great job, the boys, helping out here. We don't have a team of many to do these jobs, so the volunteers, we thank them very much.
Yep.
Well, that's short.
Oh,
that's through the keeper that time.
Through the keeper.
I don't know that she got bat on ball. It may be,
They're trying to get them too,
buys
sent back.
and signalled by the umpire. Just the one by.
So the volunteer boys are actually the under-19 athletes, and we told them they need to go through this so they respect the ground more. So, they do respect the work on the ground.
I could not agree more, and that's nothing to do with me at all, Alfie. It is about respecting I say this to any young sports person. The first rule is respect your equipment, your coaches and administrators. Unless you can do that, you are pushing the proverbial uphill, because you're not learning anything. And it is about discipline. And without that discipline, self-discipline doesn't come into it. Well, I thought we had a cup of coffee here, but they've walked past us, shake of the head. Not for us. Okay, that's the end of the over. Indonesian under-19 girls at 1 for 12. And Navina to come in again from the top deck nightclub end, and she comes now down the leg side and called a wide by the umpire.
Can't have too many wides here for Singapore teams, as they only have 47 runs to defend.
That's one thing they can't give away is the free runs and the extra ball. Yesterday I didn't see the figures. Oh, that's kept there. Oh, that only just gone, it dribbled along the ground. He's gone for wides, but the keeper had very little chance there. It was down the leg side, but did not bounce at all. Let's have a bit of a look at the replay there. See if we can pick anything up, because there was no bounce at all there.
See if we can get any replay here.
Here we go.
No,
No, we won't get a replay for this one.
Devika bowling her fourth ball, I believe.
Pitches it up, and batter just able to push it back down. Wessica, a little bit circumspect. No need to take any big risks here, so she just pushes it back down the wicket, and Davina picks it up on her follow through. There's no addition to the scorecard. Davina comes in the bowl now. Pitched up outside the off stump. She played back to that one, Wessica. As our friend Afi goes out onto the ground to retrieve a bit of rubbish, a bit of plastic that's blown across the ground. We might have a bit of noise here again today. We've got the helicopters flying over the ground again. It's a big big orange helicopter. They're right over the top of the ground as we speak. So much going on here with the G20 at the moment. Davina comes in the bowl. I hope you can hear this. Pushed back down by Wessica, and no run. Driving home last night, or riding home last night, there was police absolutely everywhere. The petrol station down on the corner, there would have been 30 police there this morning.
Yeah, I saw one group of police officers down in Pepito today when I was having my water and coffee.
You didn't bring one for me?
The police officer finished.
Oh, Davina pushed up. That's a nice drive down the ground. The field is set quite well in now, and that's going over the sponsor's name, and the white will win and over the boundary for a much needed 4 runs. A lovely shot all the way along the ground. That is what I want to see. Get onto that front foot. If the ball's pitched up, the front foot is the place you have to be.
See the replay here.
And that was a lovely shot, straight, showing the maker's mark, just slightly to the leg side. The bowler tried to get down to pick it up on a follow through, but it was hit too hard. And yeah, brought up a lovely 4 runs there.
It was a lovely.
That's the shot of the morning so far, I'd say.
It is lovely.
Davina comes into bowl now. That's outside the off stump. Wessica trying to punch out there. There's really no protection. So gets bat on ball. There's definitely going to be runs out to that offside. Offside is set very close in. You'd assume the bowler's really going to attack the stumps here. But I'd like to see at least one person, either mid on or mid off, back closer to that boundary rope. They can't afford to be giving away easy 4s. Comes in the bowl. Pitched up, just nurdled around behind square leg for a quick single there. Cooper moves around, picks it up. Score moves along to 1 for 19. We have Wessiger on 5 off 7. AU yet to trouble the scorer. But plenty of time, plenty of overs. We're only chasing 47. They're nearly to the halfway mark.
Change of bowlers here from Bull's Head Steakhouse. I think
Davini from the Bull's Head Steakhouse end. Just adjusting her field slightly. Mid-off has dropped back just a little bit deeper this time.
She just gave her 1 run in her last over, so let's see if she can do the same here.
Pitches it up and hits square, but straight to point.
Oh, that
Didn't get over that there. She needs to roll the wrist over the top of it, but hit it. Very flat batted, straight to point. Comfortable catch. Well, no, good catch taken. And that's the end of the Indonesian captain, Masika. So, a much welcome wicket there. Yeah, comfortably taken. Waist height.
Yep. That's the sort of catch you needed to catch, and she delivers this time.
So 2 wickets down now, Indonesia.
Certainly getting the captain out gives a lot of pressure to the Indonesian team. See if the Singapore team can capitalize this one.
I'd like to see him pick up another one just to set the cat amongst the pigeons here. Indonesian girls be thinking, 47, not a big chase, but a couple of wickets can certainly change the mental attitude of the batters coming in.
Exactly.
A little bit of pressure applied then.
Yes, and a chase, still a chase.
But
you still need to get over that target to win.
Singapore girls need to hold their line and length. No free hits. Coming into bowl now. Pitched up again, outside the off stump. Let go that time by Desi. Still plenty of talk out in the middle there.
Yep.
Singaporeans haven't given up the ghost.
Yep. Especially when Damini's bowling really well today.
Not over till that fat lady sings. Comes in the bowl now. A little bit short. Oh, she pulls across the line, but just manages to bob it up in the air. Just
2 wickets in a row for
drops
Damini.
nicely into the keeper's hands, and that's a second wicket. So they're 3 wickets down now for 20. A little bit of pressure on.
Yes, that's a lot of pressure for the Indonesian team now.
Trapped on the crease a little bit that time. Didn't get far enough back, and the ball got big on her. You look at her footwork there, she's right on the crease. Needed to get back into her, almost onto the stumps to play that shot. So well bowled, tightened her up, and brought about the wicket. Davini, that's a really good bowl from Davini. That's 2 wickets in the over.
See if she can get 3rd wicket here for.
Yeah, they celebrated hard that time.
Yeah.
Good to see. Enthusiasm. Listen to the talk out there. Everyone's encouraging. A new batter here for Indonesia is number 19, which we don't have on our scorecard here. That might have changed things around here a little bit. Faces her first ball, just pushes into a short cover for no run.
Oh, it's actually number 19.
It's not on
Yeah,
yet.
Terciana Penuel or Fabi.
Terciana or
Fabi for short.
Fabi.
Fabi is the only girl from Jakarta.
That's why I didn't recognise that. Oh, she's played up over the top of the covers there. Almost a wide mid-off. And they come back for 2. Aggressive shot there, upish, but certainly safe over the top. The field, as I said, particularly the off-field, is set in quite close, tempting them to go over the top. And she was up to the task with that ball. In the bowl now, it's a full ball, and just dabbed out forward or to an extra cover. Fielder comes in and no run. Very low scoring game, this one.
And off the over for Damini.
Yeah, very good over.
She racket 2 wickets, 3 wickets.
3 wicket.
Oh no, 2 wickets. Should be 2 wickets and 3 runs.
2 wickets, 2 runs. We're not showing the wickets here, so yeah, 2 wickets for 2 for 3 off 2 overs. Very tidy bowling.
Very,
but it is a tight game, this one. Only 47 scored from Singapore, but Indonesia a little bit rocked back here with the loss of 3 early wickets and only 22 runs on the board. They want to consolidate a little bit here. Plenty of time, plenty of overs. Don't have to do anything silly. They can play themselves in this situation. So we have Ria coming on now. One of the twins here, Ria Bashin. Bowled a little bit short, punched into a whitish mid-off. And no runs for the result.
Very, very good start here for Ria. Putting more pressure into the batters. Think a lot more.
Was in the bowl, or short again, but that one didn't get up very much and just pushed back there by AU. AU still to get off the mark. She's faced 8 balls, but not important right now. Well, that's short. Almost a second bounce as they got to the keeper and got through the keeper, and they've got one. I think he's going to call it by. No, he's calling it wides. So that's 2 wides to the score.
Should be 24 for Indonesia girls, under 19 girls.
Handy little extra runs there. A little bit bogged down on at the moment at 3 for 22. Interesting attire here. She's got the yellow pads and the yellow helmet on with the Indonesian kit. Hit to mid wicket, little misfield, but well stopped by the fielder out there. Hit quite firmly. No run. Here comes into bowl now, short again. She has struggled through the tournament with her length. Bowled a little bit, well, that's called a wide as well.
We're
outside the off stump.
Well off the halfway mark for Indonesia to chase now. 24 runs.
Yeah, halfway there. They weren't feeling comfortable yet though. There's still a little bit of a feeling there. A couple of quick wickets and becomes a hard run chase.
Yes,
That one, she swings across the line but fails to make contact. Taken by the keeper.
And for Indonesia under 19, they would want to just stay there. There's still a lot more balls to go, so just need to be patient.
Based on yesterday's game, they could nearly score the runs here with extras if they just stay there for the 20 overs. That's not the way they want to win it though. Well, that's nicely hit. That's over the top of of square leg and straight to the boundary. Showing a lot of intent there. Very aggressive shot. But while they're bowling short, I'm sure she's happy to rock back and play it over the top.
It's a really lovely shot there by Feby.
Yeah, Feby, with Feby on strike now, they have pushed basically a sweeper at almost a deep extra cover on the offside.
Feby here has 6 balls so far.
Here comes in a ball. That's a better ball. Pitched up, and it's brought about the mistake. She's tried to hit through the line, but she just managed to scoop it up to a cover fielder there, and a good catch taken low down. She had to come forward. So now there's a bit of an issue coming up now with Indonesia. 4 wickets down. 4 for 29. And that's a much-earned wicket from Ria. I think it might be her first wicket for the tournament so far.
Yeah.
Incoming batter now running out. They're keen to get this over with.
New batter from Indonesia. It's number 16.
Number 16 is
Made Suwarniati. Oh, sorry.
better known as, very simply, Talia. A lot easier for us to say.
Nope. Even for me as an Indonesian.
That was the hard one for you. Yeah, I do struggle a little bit. Been here for a number of years now in Bali, but I do still struggle with the pronunciation of some of the names.
Balinese names is a bit different because they have the longest names out of all Indonesian names. So,
yeah.
And they have really short nicknames.
And short nicknames, that's it. And I do like those nicknames. Much easier to pronounce.
The work comes to administration where you have to, which one's which.
Oh, yeah. And they use different names. They're called something by their friends, they're called something different by the coach or the administrators,
Yes.
and then you see their name written down and it's different again. A little bit confusing.
Vinu Kumar here comes from the Bull's Head Steakhouse End.
Vinu's been bowling very, very well so far in this tournament, pitching it up on a good length, just an awkward length. And she's tried to come down the track to her then, didn't get to the pitch of it, and but swinging through the line, she played and misses through to the keeper. It's a length they're all finding very difficult to either get forward or get back to, and that's a length the bowlers need to find.
Yeah.
Because it will force a batsman to do something they don't want to do. Vinu bowls again, and that's the same length. She's hit across the line a little bit there, into a wide mid-off, mid-wicket area, and got through for a single. Okay, that brings him up to 4 for 30 now.
It's 17 runs to win for Indonesia, but they're 4 wickets down. Let's see if Vinu Kumar can change the game here.
Somebody's bringing in a shorter mid-off, mid-on, just around a little bit between mid-off and a mid-wicket position. Comes into bowl now. That's pitched up right on the length there, and all the batter could do is push it back into that new position, and no runs. So that's bowling to your field very well. She set the girl there, and that's exactly where the ball went. She certainly knows what she's doing. Comes into bowl now. A little bit shorter there, and the reverse.
Fancy reverse there.
Yeah, well, I'm not
for 4, I
but
think.
a lovely shot, and almost to the boundary, and it's got to the boundary. So that's a lovely improvisation there. Switched from right hand to left hand as the ball was bowled, and basically pulled it, almost call it a pull shot behind square, and out to the boundary. Lovely shot. Very funky.
It's a fancy shot there by
And just made it to the boundary. Dribbled into the rope. Comes into bowl now. Oh, and that one, she went to do the same, I think, there. But
I think she
was beaten in flight.
She was thinking about it, but
She thought about it, and better
didn't follow
judgment.
through. Yep.
She just played it into the ground, and it's a dot ball. So Talia now with that 4 off 3 balls. And AU 1 off 11. But AU's still there. That's the big thing. Someone that can play out the innings, and the others can bat around her. They don't want to be losing clusters of wickets. A wicket here would certainly set the cat amongst the pigeons, and would give the Singaporean girls a bit of belief in themselves.
Ada here comes to the bowling from the Top Deck nightclub end.
So Vinu Kumar, 5 off her over. We did have the pleasure of the twin girls' father with us the other day, giving us a bit of insight. Interesting to find out a bit of the structure of the Singaporean cricket for the young ladies and the pathways they have over there. That's struck nicely off the front foot, square drive, just a little bit wider point, and they get through for the single. I move her along to, if the scoreboard's up to date, 34. 4 for 34.
Indonesia just need 13 runs to win. It's a very low score, but let's see if Ada here can tie up her over and put some more pressure to Indonesia.
I'd welcome an early game for the morning and a bit of a decent break then for lunch. We do have 2 games, one after the other today. Ada comes in the bowl, a little bit short there, and it's just flicked around, but the short backward square leg was right onto that. Come in quickly and no run resulting. Ida's most probably been the picker. Ida and Vinu Kumar have been the pick of the bowlers for Singapore over the last couple of days. Good lines, good lengths. And they have strayed down with their wides occasionally, but overall they have been the most threatening of the bowlers. Ida is right now bowling very good line and length, and Kumar with her length. Only a slow bowler, but throwing the ball up above that eye line makes it very hard for the batters to pick up the length, and they have struggled a bit. There's another good ball, drawing it forward and just a push into the wicket, picks it up on a follow through.
So Talia I think here she's waiting for her ball to come in and just hit it for a run or 2.
That's all she has to do. Be patient. The loose ball will come. No rush here. Pitched up again. Oh, and she played forward there. Beaten outside the off stump through to the keeper.
Risky moves there. Better be patient.
That's definitely beaten the bat then. There has been the people slashing at the ball outside the off stump, but that was a good length ball. She tried to come down the track to her and beat the outside edge. Comes in the bowl now. There's another good ball, just able to push into point there for no runs. I think that's the over there. I think that's a maiden over. No, 1 run. 1 run off it. Very, very good over there from Ida. She's quite impressive with the bat in the afternoon session here. That wasn't televised or wasn't broadcast due to the weather.
Camera had to stop early because of the rains, so we did get 10 over game on the second innings, but unfortunately the Singapore didn't get to chase the target, but we did see some highlights of Ada batting.
She did go big on the leg side there for a couple of overs. I didn't actually see what her total was, but it was quite impressive when she showed intent. The few Singaporean girls that have gone after the bowlers, they haven't stuck around for a long time, but they've certainly got the run rate ticking. Here I think it's a change of bowler now. Just wait to pick up who it is from the Bull's Head Steakhouse end. She just bring the square leg in now. Oh, pretty much just a ring field now. And she's come into a short mid-wicket, and that's exactly it. They have just a ring all around the 23-yard line.
Chaturani here bowling.
Comes into bowl, all punched into the covers. Little misfield there, but they got through for the single. Coming back for a second, they'll have to hurry. The throw's a little bit wide, and they got through comfortably.
Chaturani ball from the end.
Oh yeah, Chaturani bowling from that Bull's Head Steakhouse end. Wasn't a bad ball, well punched off the back foot, through the covers. Comes into bowl now. A little bit short, rocks back. Oh, well fielded, very, very well fielded in the mid-wicket area there. Knocks it down. Didn't didn't field it cleanly, but knocks it down, prevents the runs. Well done.
Yep, very good fielding by the Singapore team.
Comes into bowl now, just able to push it back down the track. 11 runs to win now. 48 to win, they're on 37, but the loss of 4 wickets. They wouldn't want to lose any more. Bowl's now short and wide outside the off stump. That's called a wide by the umpire. I'll sneak down and get some McDonald's for lunch today.
You can. You
Got time, yeah.
You got time.
Comes in the bowl now. Short, pulled away, through mid-wicket there.
Good shot
It's
there.
racing out towards the boundary. The fielder's given chase. She'll pull it up about 3 or 4 metres inside. Good throw back to the bowler's end. And just get the single. Just get 1, 2.
I think 2.
No, sorry, they got 2 runs there. Ball watching here from me. Katarina comes into bowl and just pushed back down the track. Picked up by the cover fielder. And no run. So just 8 runs to win now. Comes into bowl. Short, punch through the covers again. That's a lovely shot. They've gone for 1, back for 2. The fielder gets to it. Nice throw into the bowler's end. Oh, it's got through her there, but well backed up. Well backed up by Ida. And 2 to the score. 4 for 42. Just 6 runs to go now. I'm sure the coach will be looking for him to wrap this up pretty quickly without the loss of any more wickets. And the breeze just starting to pick up a little bit here now, cooling us down nicely. We're not in a broadcasting box, we're in a broadcasting lean-to, shade cover. It's quite pleasant sitting here now.
Change of bowler here for Singapore.
Adjusting the field.
I believe that's Ada again, bowling in from the end.
Ida comes in now, quite a fast run up. Hits the crease hard. That's well pitched up, and the batter could just push it back down the pitch to the bowler in her follow through. Bowling very, very well, Ida. Quite impressed. Only very young, but a long way, a lot of cricket ahead of her. Comes in the bowl now. Well, that's punched nicely. It's still to the fielder. They're really protecting the straight boundaries here.
Yep.
Some very good fielding. They're not set deep, but they're fielding very well. Left a very big gap in the covers, so she doesn't want to stray wide of the stumps. Okay, pitched up again, just flicked her square leg. Very good fielding again into the keeper. No run.
Good, very good pressure there by Ada.
They're putting the
far.
screws on a little bit here, I think, Arfie, and from a position they're in, very hard to do, but they're doing it well. I'm sure the coach will be very happy with his bowling performance. Oh, and there's a full toss. Try to hit across the line and hits the base of the stumps. So there's the 5th wicket to fall now. Not what they wanted, but with only 6 runs to chase, they'll be feeling fairly comfortable. Well bowled, well deserved by Ida.
That's what you don't want from an Indonesian team, to be impatient and trying to hit big shots. You still have lots of balls left, so just wait for the loose ball to come and capitalize on that. And that's Thalia, 1 out, and new batters coming in from Indonesia.
Very tall, this girl. Stands well clear of everyone else on the field.
Number 7. Dewi.
Radna.
Oh, sorry, Ratna. Yeah.
I think they call her Ulan, but on the team sheet here we have her as Ratna. She's just taking her block now, getting centre from the umpire. At the top deck end we have umpire Yusuf. Bowler comes in now, just short of a length. She just rocks back a little bit and dabs it into the point region for a comfortable single. Gets her off the mark.
Just 5 runs to win for Indonesia here with 5 wickets down. It's also